Huzzah! Hey, real quick before the video starts. Appreciate all you guys watching this. If you could do me a huge favor and like and leave a comment, it'll help bump us up in the algorithm of YouTube and put me in front of more people. And that would be great to help grow the channel. So, time to start the movie. Video. Whatever it is you're watching, it's time to start it. What is up, all of you wonderful people? Been a few days since videos come out. Been super busy with real world work as usual. Went to a car show yesterday with the double cab. We actually were supposed to go to the Cincinnati Volkswagen show today, but the double cab clutch is making a ton of noise. It needs to come apart. I think there's a broken finger in the clutch. It's all used parts in there. I probably should just pony up now and just put a new clutch in it and be done. That's one of the last weak points in it, is the clutch is just parts that I put together, because when I put it together, I didn't know how I was going to drive, and I've just gone with it since. Even putting a new engine in, kept the same clutch. So, need to spend some money and put a good clutch in it and be done with it making noise and screwing around. So, enough about that. Let's move on to what's been happening with the bus. I built up new motor mounts. I think I showed a tube motor mount at the end of the last video. I ended up scrapping those and reworking them, and went with a sheet metal. That's actually an 1/8 inch plate. Still needs to be plated on the bottom yet, but sheet metal. Got to use some dimple dies, which I love, and reinforced it much more. 1/8 inch plate of the frame rail all the way out. Built this tube cross member to help tie the frame rails together and keep it. So, use that rust converter and all this back here to knock down the rust. I'm also going to do it on the front chassis rails, because they are super rusty as well. All this stuff. And then wire brush and clean up all of this and do a rust converter on it. And while I'm in here, I'm probably going to add some more stiffening up here, because obviously there's not much in the way of a front end collision protection. So I think I'm going to build some tubing cross members up in here just to give more structure, and then also bring it up into a like hoop bar that runs across. That'll, one, give me pedal mounts, two, just give more front end structure protection. So if we are in a front end collision, you've got some more protection than just a 18 gauge steel nose and your legs as a crumple zone. So thinking about how to do that, how to make it safer all the way throughout. I think I'm going to do a B-pillar hoop all the way over, Dom tubing for just like roller protection, and also to give a place to tie in 3-point seat belts, so that we actually have something real to hook seat belts to. And I might, I haven't decided yet, I'm seriously considering actually doing an A-pillar just to give more front end collision protection. It can just come up into a halo and actually have like a small cage in here to give a little bit of protection, because, you know, if you're bombing along in this thing, things were a lot different in the 60s. Everybody was texting and wasn't texting and driving. People were driving 30 miles an hour slower. So kind of want to give ourselves a little bit of advantage safety wise. So enough babbing about that. Something I do want to bab about. So looking for solutions to latch this thing shut. Just had this with a catch. This actually is not even the correct deck lid for this year bus. But where this swing shut, I mean, I could put a latch here for this to hook into, but I mean, I don't want to have too much stuff in the way there and have to adjust and all that. So I'm going to do away with this latch, completely fill that hole, and I'm looking for solutions to mount it out here, right? I was thinking like a Jeep latch, but kind of want something a little sleeker looking. This, you know, doesn't hang out, look as ugly. So jumped on Amazon. I should have known better, but I bought the inexpensive flush, and there's chintzy plastic. Keys don't turn. The pins themselves are legitimately pretty nice, but they're garbage. I mean, these things are absolute junk. You can barely operate them at all, and they're just chintzy. They probably would break the first week, so I'm going to return those. I think they're like 28 bucks. Get what you pay for. So haven't decided yet if I'm going to pony up and buy the nice ones that are 100 bucks, or if I'm going to try to fabricate a different solution for maybe. But as a whole, pretty stoked that really all that's left now is to make some fuel tank mounts, make a battery box mount, and we'll be ready to put the engine back in on a permanent basis. So I think that's going to do it for me. It's about 1 a.m. now, and I'm ready to go to bed. So thanks guys for watching. Do the whole like, subscribe thing. I think I showed this, but the leaf springs came for the thing build, so be talking about that soon. A little teaser of another video I have coming up, that front bumper. Show some on Instagram if you guys follow me there. So anyhow, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Super appreciate it. You guys have a good one.